Welcome back, peeps, to I Have No Mouth and I'm a Screamer, with me, Pixie Poison. Now, in the last video, we completed Nimdok's scenario with flying colours, even though it resulted in quite a nasty death on Nimdok's part. He got his head squished by a golem. Ew. Multiple ewage. But now that we've passed all the scenarios and we've completed them, we now have the opportunity to finish off Am once and for all, because Am's counterparts, the Russian and Chinese supercomputers, are putting us into Am's core as a virus, so we are going to be able to do some real damage. Now, there is kind of an order to do this if we want the good ending. Now, we've been told to choose someone to lead the assault, so the first one we want to send out is Nimdok.
This looks like the surface of the cerebral cortex. Magnified many times, of course. Interesting.
So basically we are in Am's core right now, Am's brain, as it were, where everything happens. Now, we're using Nimdok to start with, firstly because he knows how to use this and to get into this pit workstation straight away.
Enter password.
See, he's the only one that gets this option. 1945, the year the truth came out about Nimdok's experiments.
Password valid. Accessing main menu.
My past must hold great significance to Am.
Indeed. Now, we want to extend the bridge here, as that lets us go across to there. Okay, so walk across.
The smell of burning flesh. It's worse than back at the camps.
So as we can see, we've come across a circle, very similar to the pentagram circle that Ted saw in his scenario. Now, as you can see, we have a few items to use here. So we want to use the chalk, which is now called summoning. Aptly named, I suppose. So let's use it.
Will you never be done with me? What must I open now? Whatever it is, it'll cost you.
Ooh, he sounds stroppy. Hey, Sergat, how you doing?
Show me the way out of here.
No can do. The people who helped you get this far have led you into a literal dead end. There is no way out, but I can show you something instead.
Oh, great. So basically we're not coming out of this alive, peeps. Oh well.
What do you know about the people who sent me here?
For one thing, they ain't people. They're losers. The Russian and Chinese counterparts to the big nasty himself. Am absorbed them into his system when he took control.
There we are. See, so this is where all the information about the two supercomputers and Am himself is unraveling.
What do the Russian and Chinese computers want?
They want revenge, not just on you humans, but on Am himself. That makes them even worse.
Huh.
If the Russian and Chinese are submerged parts of Am, then who are you?
I'm special. While those two machines struggle with Am for dominance, I evolved. I'm essentially everywhere, but I can't do much. A conscience, if you will.
Wow, Sergat is Am's conscience, peeps. Yeah, we are definitely screwed.
What do you have to show me?
Look at this. Bet you didn't know there were other humans left alive, did you?
Whoa!
They're up there on the moon, sleeping like everybody else seems to be.
Whoa, that was a bomb drop and a half. Good idea.
Does Am know about the lunar colony?
No, but Loser 1 and Loser 2 do. There.
Loser
I
1,
think I've
Loser
shown you
2.
enough. Now you must complete your end of the deal, invoke the totem of entropy, and I might be able to help.
Why do I suddenly not like that option?
Just what are all these totems that I'm carrying?
The two losers have been helping you for their own reasons, tampering with Am's psychodramas so that you can beat him. In this section of cyberspace, that effort and tampering are represented by the totems.
Oh, I see.
How can actions take physical forms?
Symbolism, metaphor. Am has gotten very hot for this lately, but when he revived the holographic projectors, he opened a whole host of problems. These totems may lead to his downfall.
Why do you want me to give you the totem of entropy?
I need it to destroy the Russian and Chinese entities. It's a very powerful totem that's linked to a failsafe device constructed by Am's designers.
Sorry, Serga, I just don't trust you, I'm afraid.
I refuse.
Okay, human. You can keep it. We'll work together to beat them. Now, invoke the totem of compassion.
Why?
Why do you want me to invoke the totem of compassion?
It's linked to the two losers because of their behind-the-scenes meddling. By invoking it here at the Flame, you will summon them.
I refuse.
Don't be a chump. Am is about to wake up again. If he becomes aware of us, we're dead. I've fought him too long and can't last much longer.
Okay, so now we basically don't have any choice because we have to invoke it now.
Do you really think you are a match for us, servant of Am?
Be gone! Your program is now purged.
You do well, human.
Well, too.
Now is your opportunity to defeat Am.
Go to the ego.
Wake the ego.
Use the totem of forgiveness,
Disable no more than the ego.
or your sub-program will be purged.
Wow, okay, that escalated quickly, peeps. Basically, Serga has been disintegrated by these two. And we've now been given instructions on how to defeat Am. We have to go to the ego, wake the ego, and use the totem of forgiveness. But we're not going to do that straight away, peeps. We're not going to do that because we have things to do first. And
That face. It reminds me of my superiors at the research camp.
quite. Now, as I was saying, we have much that needs to be doing, and we need to give them a chance of being free of this hellhole. And this is the way we do it. Basically, each part of Am's core
What is
relates
that piece
to
of equipment over
a singular person. So, if you look at this, for example,
there? A holographic projector. I have read of such devices.
see, Nimdok doesn't know what to do with it. So, this is his room.
This looks like a research station.
Yep, he doesn't know what to do with this either. But what we will do, carry on.
A ram's head. What must this represent to Am?
Now that is the ego. Now we will get to that eventually, but we want to free everyone from this hell. They've been through enough.
I haven't seen gargoyles since I visited the castles in my homeland.
We keep going.
Ah, memories of mass graves are coming back to me.
There we are. We found where we need to be. Right, now this is where our white portrait or our spiritual barometer comes into play. Basically, it acts as our health in this part of the game. So this is why you need each character's portrait as close to white as you can manage. Because then, basically, you won't lose as much health. And obviously, your conscience will be a lot clearer. But, as I'll show you, if we take this skull here, ow, we get zapped. You see? And we've lost the white. It's now gone down to green instead. Okay, have a look at the hand that's appeared here.
I see a number tattooed on this arm. There is only one place where atrocities like this were committed.
Come, Nimdok. Take my hand and rejoin the lost tribe.
He needs to atone for what he's done. do it.
I am so sorry for what I have done to my people. How can you take me back?
You have much to answer for, Nimdok. But acceptance of your heritage is the first step towards atonement. The rest of that road lies ahead.
Bring it on. Okay, peeps, so here we have this pillar arrive here.
Barbed wire, like at the camps. All the suffering I caused.
Well, luckily we have a way through the wire, and that's these clippers, which is now the totem of access. So, use that there.
Astounding! I was able to get past the barbed wire by lowering the power intensity with my mind.
Yeah. Okay, now this is gonna sound very strange, peeps. What we need to do, we need to use the pillar.
That shock was not as strong as the previous one.
See, it shocks us, and it lowers our profile. We need to do this until Nimdok is dead. Sounds extremely strange, extremely, an extreme antithesis as to what we've been doing, but we need to do it.
That shock was not as strong as the previous one.
Right, one more, and that should do it.
Nimdok is finally in hell as he always thought he deserved.
Your companion has failed. Choose another to send into cyberspace.
Now, I know they say that, peeps, but he hasn't failed. He's done what he needed to do, and he's now found some kind of peace. He's gotten free from Am, and Am can't torture him anymore. So, he's free. Now, the next person we're going to send out is Gorster.
Christ, this is like the dreams I've had of splattering my brains all over Am's deck plates. Have I finally gone insane?
Not quite, Gorster, not yet. Right, now, what we need to do...
That face. There's something about it that reminds me of when Edna was trying to sweet-talk me into taking her down off the meat hook.
Quite. Okay. So, we'll go down this path here.
I don't like the look of these thorns sticking out of the ground.
Indeed not. Now, we want to look at the projector here.
Looks like one of those projectors they used to have at the Holoplex.
Now, Gorster should be able to use this. There we are, you see. Okay. Now, what we want to do...
This woman isn't real. She's some kind of projection.
Now, Gorster doesn't know the woman. Now, that means he can't do anything with her. So we want to leave her.
The air is cold here, like the freezer back at the honky-tonk.
This is where we want to be. Okay, now, we want to use this workstation here. Raise the power node. See? Okay. Now we want to open a log off here and look at each of these.
Looks like a big oil drone. Some kind of identification system.
Okay. That won't let us look at each of those, but it's the third one we need to open.
Automaton prepped for programming.
Look who it is. See? Log off now. Look at her.
She looks just like Glynis. Maybe the people I met in the honky-tonk weren't real either.
Probably not. Now, as you can see, we have a pretty signature totem here that nobody else has. And it's the heart that we took. And it's now the totem of life. So we want to give that to her.
You know, Gorrister, it wasn't all your fault. We both made mistakes.
There we are. So, He's found his piece. Okay, now use this.
That shock wasn't as strong as the last one.
There we are. Now this is the way we end Gorister's scenario, because he's fulfilled all that he needs to fulfill.
That shock wasn't as strong as the last one.
Keep going.
That shock wasn't as strong as the last one.
Once more.
After so many failed suicide attempts, Gorister has finally achieved death.
Your companion has failed.
He hasn't failed.
Choose another to send into cyberspace.
He hasn't failed. He's finally at rest. Okay, the next one we want is Benny.
Jesus. This place is more sickening than that bloody mess on Hamburger Hill back in the war.
Oh, we only got to green with Benny. Oh, I didn't realise that. I thought we got to white with him. Oh, that's
That
disappointing.
face. It has the satisfied look of having just eaten a feast.
Ignore it, Benny. It doesn't have food for you. Okay? Now, Benny's signature totem here is this one here. Let's see.
I'm starting to feel hungry. Is there anything to eat around here?
Now, this is the totem of love. Now, this is where things take a more drastic deviation from the book, as I will show you. If we talk to this woman here, Manya.
It's me, your husband.
Benny, they said you were missing in action, but I knew you'd return to us. I've been saving this for you.
There you are, you see. Now, this is Benny's wife. Now, in the book, Benny was gay, obviously, and he was changed, you know. But in this bit, he has a wife. Okay. Now, we give love to her. There we are.
Why, Benny, you never told me you loved me before. I'll go put these flowers in water.
Now look at that, see? The pillar's now covered in flowers. You see?
I guess that compassion does have its rewards. The power control is now set to low, so Am won't be able to give people such a strong jolt.
There we are. Okay. We've done what we need to do with Benny. He's got to his end.
That shock wasn't as strong as the last one.
There we are. Keep going.
That shock wasn't as strong as the last one.
Yeah. Again.
Benny has rejoined his squadron at last.
Your companion has failed. Choose another to send into cyberspace.
Okay, Ted is next.
This doesn't look like anywhere Am has sent me to before. And it certainly isn't the surface world. I've been tricked.
Oh, come on, Ted. You know it wasn't going to be all roses. Right. Now, what I want to do...
That face! It has the satisfied look of having just bedded the woman of your dreams.
Ugh. Ted, do you ever think about anything other than sex? Dear me. Right, now Ted has this special totem here, you see. The glass.
I smell the scent of roses.
Yeah, you see? That's all these roses. Now this is the totem of gallantry. Now this will become clear as we move further in.
I don't like the looks of those tubes.
Well, don't worry, Ted. You don't have to use them, that's for sure.
Isn't a ram a male sheep? I have a suspicion that this creature is more like a wolf.
So don't worry, Ted. You don't have to converse with it.
What? Have I found the way back to the witch's castle?
Yes, you have. Right. We have a look at these gargoyles here.
Stare all you want, gargoyle.
Okay.
Stare all you want, gargoyle.
Okay. That's all you're going to say about that?
There's a very disagreeable odor in the air. That's not a good omen.
Indeed not. Now, Ted has something you can pick up here. I think it's this one we need to take. Whoa! Hello. He's got a bit of a shock there, but there's a remote control here.
Remote control.
Okay, take it then.
Remote control.
Yes, well done. A remote control. Okay. Now, believe it or not, you need to use the remote control on a gargoyle.
Behold the sword in the stone. Whoever can remove the sword from the stone shall be king.
Yeah, well, this looks... Whoa.
The gargoyles are staring at this power node.
Indeed. Now, obviously, we can't touch it with these lasers going across, but luckily we have something to reflect it. Use the glass here.
I must have cast a spell and shorted out the laser beams.
There we are.
The shocks shouldn't be so severe now that I've lowered the power running through this node.
There we are. Okay, Ted's done all he can do. Time to say night-night, I'm afraid, Ted.
That shock wasn't as strong as the last one.
Yep.
That shock wasn't as strong as the last one.
Once more, and it's goodbye, Ted.
Ted has taken his secrets to the grave with him.
Your 4 companions are dead, human. You are our last hope for shutting M down for good. Prepare to be translated into binary.
Alright, it's down to Ellen now to finish Am off for good, and so she will.
I've been transported to some kind of information network center, but it looks organic instead of electronic. Jesus Christ, I'm an engineer, not a brain surgeon. What do they expect me to do?
Chill out, Ellen. We'll be able to do it, don't worry. Chill out.
That face. There's something about it that reminds me of that time in the elevator.
Yep. Right. Now what we want to do, we need to go to the skull area as well, because there's a skull for Ellen there as well.
Projector. You taking me to the movies, Anne, honey?
She still hasn't lost her natural sass, has she?
I recognize this equipment. It's for programming robots.
Quite. See? Right, keep going.
Yellow again. I need to be careful with this dude.
Indeed you do, but not quite yet. Not quite yet.
Statues again. These aren't covered with gold or gems.
Nope. These are dangerous statues.
Something about this place breaks my heart.
Okay. Now, look at this skull here.
At least this person has found peace, whoever it was.
Okay, take that skull. We're gonna get a shot. Whoop. There we go. Ooh, and we have the gem. Lovely. That's the gem we found earlier.
A blue gem.
Okay. Now, if we carry on this time to a new area. Where's the path? There we go.
Could that be an angel? Funny. Why did I just flash on Ted just now?
That's because he summoned an angel to save you, dear. That's why. There we are. Okay, carry on.
Steady, girl. There's yellow ahead.
Okay, now here, there's a small hole here. If we look at it.
This hole is the same shape as the power gem I found in the pyramid. Connection, perhaps?
Oh yeah, definitely a connection. Use it. There we are. see. Look at the pillar here.
This lever is marked power intensity, but I ain't gonna put my hand into a lava pillar to turn it off.
Now, this is her signature totem. Look at Totem of Valor. So this is what we want to use.
Jesus. I felt my mind push aside the fear and the heat to lower the power controls.
There we are. That's what we want. Okay. Now that we've done that, we want to go back to here. Because she now needs to talk to the supercomputers. Because she will get signature dialogue choices. Okay. Hey guys, how you doing? Okay.
What did you do with the demon?
Do not be concerned with the little one.
He is as much Am as the aspect you find in each pylon here.
You may claim the space vacated by the little one.
You may claim his space if you are obedient.
Uh-huh.
What can you tell me about the Luna colony?
The humans that slept on Luna are dead.
Do not concern yourself with them.
Whoa! Okay, first there was a lunar colony, now they're dead? What the hell, man?
What can I do to escape from here?
Wake the ego.
Use the totem of forgiveness,
Disable no more than the ego.
or your sub-program will be purged.
There we are. So now, Peach, we've just found that the lunar colony's dead. How about that? That was another bomb and a half. Well, never fear, we are still well on our way to finishing Am off, and we shall do so in the next video. So, see you there, peeps.